गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। आज हम सेल्सफोर्स में शेयरिंग एंड सिक्योरिटी के कुछ एंट्री क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। व्हाट इज द कस्टम परमिशन सेट? Advertisement. Currently in Salesforce, we have many features require access check, that is a specify which users can be access certain functions. However, the permission set and the profiles don't include the access for the some custom process. And apps custom permission let you define the access checks that can be assigned to the users view permission set or profiles similar to have how you assign user the permission and other access setting. For example, you can define access check in Apex that make button on the Visual Force page available only if a user has a appropriate custom permission. Anytime admin can be revoked the custom permission from the profiles permission set to the revoke the processor app access. The below logic render the page block access on of the custom permissions. Apex page block renders permissions opportunity stage edit. Apex page block. Next question: how to trigger sharing rules and formula feeds? Sharing rules does not let you use formula feeds in the rules and criteria, but workaround is not the replace the formula feeds with the regular feeds and but put the formula that is a populated it into the workflow that is a file, and whenever an object is created on the edited that you want that you will I have the regular feeds with of the same value. Example, there is a city formula feeds on student seed object and we need to the use that in the criteria that when city Delhi then you shares with says support role. Now because we cannot be access formula feeds in the sharing rules, so we will change another feeds on the student object let say city value. Now we will be create a workflow that is a when your city and formula feeds Delhi then feeds update the city value takes feeds to the Delhi then access the city value fits in the sharing rules. Next questions. Type of sharing rules. How many are there? Sharing rules are the used to the open the access to the Salesforce records. Sharing rules work in the OWD of records either the private or the public read only. When sharing rules and executed, then the behind the access Salesforce created the record and share the object. We cannot share the records with the users directly. We need to add users public group to the share records. There are three types of the sharing rules. One of the basic sharing rules, criteria based sharing rules. You cannot be used to Apex to create the criteria based sharing rules, and also create the basic sharing cannot be tested using the Apex. Guest user access and based on criteria. Can we share the records with public groups, roles, trees, role and internal subordinate, roles in portal and internal the subordinate. Next questions. Can custom object on details side has a sharing rules? Custom object on a details side of the master details relationship cannot be have a sharing rules. Manual sharings quick as this is require the owner fields. Next question: why I am not able to the find list of the person account fields in fields level security FLS setting when navigated to the fields on the account object. Field level security FLS of person account fields are controlled by the contact fields. So if you want to set up FLS of person account the fields, navigate to the fields of contact and it will be reflected on the person actions. Next questions. explained about sharings. To access sharings programmatically, you must use the share object associated with the standard and custom object for which you want to the shares. For example, account share in the sharing object of for the account object contact and share is the sharing object. The contact object in additional all custom object sharing object and name follow where the my custom object is custom object. In additional, all the custom object sharing object are named as a follow where my custom object is the name of the custom object. Example, so my custom object share object include the records supporting all three type of the sharings, managed sharings, user managed sharings, and Apex managed sharings. Next, what are the some considerations for the Apex manage the sharings? Only users with modify all data permission can be add or change Apex manage sharing on the records. Next questions. What are the considerations of the sharing object? Object one of the data side of the master details relationship do not have a associated sharing rules. Sharing object. We can create the shares object your by yourself system create it for us. If share the setting on the object is public read write system will be not created. Share the object share as there is a no scope of the sharing alls. Records is open to the everybody. In org sharing setting of the object is either public read only or private system itself create a shares object for us. Next questions. A subject has a one set of the private. Now the regardless of the hierarchies, like top to the down, and manager can be viewed leads and case down to the top. Lead can be viewed manager cases and the horizontally leads can be leads in cases and the across functionality all cases should be the visible to the anyone without the change in the OWD. How is it possible? How is this possible? Create a criteria-based sharing rules where give the access to the role and subordinate to the heads of the department. This will be let you everyone access case the regardless of the hierarchies. Next question. It is a possible to create the sharing rules for the data subject. No, we can create the sharing rules for the data subject because they don't have on the fields. Next questions. What are the some Apex sharing considerations? Object and object on the details side of the master details relationship do not have a associated sharing object. The details, the records access determined by the master sharing object and the relationship is the sharing the settings. Next questions. Apex run in the which mode? Apex generally run is a system context that is a correct users permission and the feeds level security are not the taken into the account during the code and execution sharing rules and however the are not allowed the bypass it. The class must be declared without the sharing keywords in order to the ensure that is the sharing rules and not the enforce. The only expectations to these rules are the Apex code that is executed with the execute announce all the conduct connect in Apex execute announce always execute using the full permission of the parent users for more information of the executed announce see announce the blocks. Next question. What if it with sharing make on users ID permission and the FLS? Enforcing sharing rules by using the with sharing keywords does not enforce that is the user's permissions and feeds level security. Apex code always has access to the all feeds and the object in organizations, ensuring ensuring that is the code wanted field to run and because of the hidden feeds of the object for the users. Next questions. How to apply object level in FLS in Apex? Apex does not if enforce object level and fields level permission. By default, you can't enforce that these permission in your the SQL queries by using the with security enforce. You can also the enforce object level the fields level permission in your the code by the X policy calling the object describe result methods of the schema describe object result and the feeds describe the result methods of the schema describe the feeds result that check the current users access permission level. In this way you can the verify in the current users has a necessarily permission and only if he or the she has a sufficient permission you can them the perform the specify the DML operation or query. For example, you can the call the associated creatable and update table and methods of the schema describe the object result to the verify whether current users has read create and update access the object in respectivity. The check of the fields level update permission of the context image fields before the updating in the if on schema object type of contact in fields image and is updated and update contact the phone numbers. Next questions. What is the what is the use of the stream strip in stribble striples accessibles use the strip in sensible methods to enforce field and object level the data protections. This is a method can be used to strip the fields and the relationship fields from the query and subquery result that users cannot access. The methods cannot also be used to remove in assembles object fields before DML operation. DML operation avoid the expectation the and to the sanitize object that is have to be in desirations from on the untrusted source. The access check is based on of the first level permission of the current user in the context of specify operation create reads update assert stream necessarily by methods check the source records for fields that is cannot be made meet the fields level security check for the current users. The methods also check the source records for lookup and master details relationship fields to which of the current users does not have access. The methods create a returns of the list of the object that is identified to the source records. Expect that the fields that are the in symbol for the current user are the remove does stream assemblable support aggregate result object. The stream assembly methods does not support the aggregate and result object if the source records are of the agreement and result object types of the expectation in the forum. Next, how to recalculate Apex manage sharings. Recalculate Apex manage sharings. You must have write an Apex class to do recalculations. This class must implement the Salesforce provide the interface database batchables. The database batchables interface is used to allow batch Apex processing, including the recalculating Apex managed sharings. Next questions. What is the users manage sharings? In user managed sharing is a users who has a full access of on the records, sharing the records with others. But when the records owner is changed, these records will be the removed from the sharing tables. Similarly, when you Apex sharing is a defining and manual row case, it will be remove the records from the sharing tables when the records owner is a change. To resolve this issue, we need to the define Apex sharing reason on the row case will be writing the Apex sharings. थैंक यू फ्रेंड, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। बाय।